Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our zoology online class. Dear students, in the last class, we studied about absorption, assimilation, and ages. Okay, so we studied about two important topics: absorption and assimilation, and ages. Okay, so these two topics we have completed in the last class. So hope you have studied the question answers of these two topics. Okay, so dear students, today we are going to study about two more topics. Okay, so the first topic is caloric value of carbohydrate, fat and proteins. Here carbohydrate, fat and proteins, these are the major nutrients. Understand a few? So food materials that we are eating is containing more amount of carbohydrate, fat and proteins. Okay, so now we are going to study about caloric value of carbohydrate, proteins and fat. Understand a few? So listen very carefully, dear students. Some more questions are there. Say 50% of the energy that we are getting is from the carbohydrate. Okay, so the carbohydrate giving 50% of the energy requirements to our body, and every day our body needs 400 to 500 grams of carbohydrate. Okay, so every day our body needs 400 to 500 gram of carbohydrate, and this carbohydrate providing 50% of the energy. Okay, then second point, the fat. Okay, fat, every day we need 60 to 70 gram of fat. Okay, 60 to 70 grams of fat we need, and these fat molecules giving 35% energy. Okay, to our body, these fat molecules are giving 35% energy. And the last one is protein. We need 65 to 70% of protein. 65 to 70 grams of proteins per day. Understand a few? And from this protein we are getting from 15% energy. Okay, dear students. So from the carbohydrate we are getting 50% energy. From the fat we are getting 35% energy, and from the protein we are getting 15% energy. Understand a few? Understand? Actually, the balanced diet that we are eating is depending on the age, depending on the gender, depending on the physical activities, okay, and depending on the conditions of our body. Here, balanced diet means the diet which contain all nutrients in correct proportion is called balanced diet. Okay, so the amount of this balanced diet is vary based on the age or based on the center or depending on the physical activities of the body. Understand a few? Understand? So hope you are understood all these points. Then now only we are going to study about the caloric value. See, the first one is the caloric value of carbohydrates. Actually, carbohydrates are sugar and glucose. Carbohydrates are sugar and glucose, and they are the major source of energy. Okay, carbohydrates are acting as a major source of energy, and from this carbohydrate we are getting 4.1 kcal of caloric energy, caloric value. So the caloric value of carbohydrate is 4.1 kcal. Okay, and the physiological fuel value of this carbohydrate is 4 kcal. So one more question, dear students. So the caloric value of carbohydrate is 4.1 kcal and physiological fuel value is 4 kcal. Understand a few? Then lipids. Okay, the lipids are derived from fat molecules. Okay, they are derived from fat molecules, and they are also the preserved or the reserved food material. Lipids are otherwise called reserved food materials, because these lipids are also giving energy only. The lipids also giving energy, and the caloric value of lipid is 4.95 kcal. So lipids only giving high calorie energy. Okay, so the caloric value of the lipid is 9.45 kcal, and the physiological fuel value of lipid is 9 kcal. Understand a few? Then next one is protein. Okay, proteins are made up of amino acids. Okay, proteins are made up of amino acids, and these protein molecules are very important for our growth and also used to repair the damaged tissues. Okay, so repairing of tissues and growth, these two are the important functions of the protein molecules. Understand a few? Understand? And the protein molecules can be stored inside the body only limited amount of proteins only can be stored inside our body. So the excessive protein molecules are removed from the body or released from the body in the form of nitrogenous waste. Okay, in the form of nitrogenous waste. Then now we are going to study about the caloric value of protein. The caloric value of protein is 6.5 kcal and the physiological fuel value of protein is 4 kcal. Understand, dear friends? So now we have completed the caloric value of carbohydrate, lipid, proteins. Understand? Then see ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research and World Health Organization. Okay, these two organizations say every day we need 1 gram of protein per 1 kg body weight. That means if our body weight is 50 kg means we need 50 grams of protein every day. Understand? This is said by ICMR and World Health Organization. Hope you all understood all these points about the caloric value and carbohydrates, fat and vitamins, proteins. Understand you? So dear students, this is very important one more question. Many one more questions are there. Okay. Then now we are going to study about the malnutrition and digestive disorder. Okay, diseases due to malnutrition and digestive problem. Actually, our digestive system only highly affected by some microorganisms because many microorganisms are entering inside the body through the food or water. Okay, so the microorganisms may be bacteria, virus, or the parasites, anything may be. Understand? So our digestive system only highly prone to the microorganisms infections. Okay, and if any these infections leads to inflammation in the colon region of the alimentary canal. Inflammation in the colon region of the alimentary canal. So if any inflammations or infection occur in this colon region, this condition is called colitis. This condition is called colitis. Hope you are understood this point. Understand? Then now we are going to study about some diseases. Okay, diseases affecting our digestive system. Listen friends, see the first one is protein energy malnutrition disease. Protein energy malnutrition disease. In short we can say PEM. Okay, in short we can say PEM. See, already I told you proteins are very important for the growth. Particularly in growing children, protein molecules are very important for their growth. Understand? Growth and development. If the amount of protein molecule is reduced in their body, it leads to two disorders or two diseases. One is marasmus and the second is called kwashiorkor. Okay, marasmus and kwashiorkor. Understand? So these two diseases are due to the deficiency of protein molecules in the body of children. Understand? So now we are going to study about the symptoms of this disease. Okay, see. If any children is affected with this marasmus or kwashiorkor disease, we can easily identify them. For example, the skin may be very dry. Okay, dry skin is the first symptom. Pot belly. Belly means stomach. Okay, so stomach is look like a pot. Understand? This is the second symptom. Then third symptom, odemia in the legs and face. Odemia means swelling. Okay, so in the legs and face region some swellings are there. Okay, so this is third symptom. Then the fourth symptom is stunted growth. Growth is affected growth. Changes in hair, okay, color of the hair, okay, changes in the color of the hair. Understand you? Then diarrhea, then lean body. They will become very lean. Understand you? Then the next symptom is low muscle tissues. Okay, because of the absence of muscle tissue, the bones are covered with the skin. Okay, folded skin. Okay, they become very lean and without there is no muscle tissues in their body, so the bones are covered with skin. Okay, like that appearance we can see in the body of the affected children. Understand, dear students? So now we have completed the symptoms of kwashiorkor and marasmus. Then next disease is called indigestion. Second disease is called indigestion. If the food material that we are eating is not digested properly, it leads to this indigestion problem. If anyone is affected with this indigestion problem, they will feel the fullness of stomach. That means stomach is filled with food. Understand you? So the reason is what? The improper digestion. Okay, the digestion is not taken properly. Understand you? Then say, and the reason for this indigestion is less enzyme. Okay, the amount of secretions of enzyme is reduced in the digestive system. And next, okay, sad. Then overeating. Okay, eating of excessive food, some spicy food items, food poisoning. Okay, so these are the reason for this indigestion. Understand you? So hope you are understood all the points about this indigestion problem. Then next one is constipation. Constipation is the condition of retaining the fecal matters inside the rectum. Okay, so rectum is one of the part of the large intestine. So inside this rectum only the waste material, the human feces is temporarily stored inside the rectum. Okay, so here constipation meaning continuously the fecal matter is retained inside the rectal region. Understand a few? And the reason for this constipation is poor fiber. The food that we are eating contains very less amount of fiber or no fiber nutrients. Understand a few? So this is one of the reasons for this constipation. And the second reason is less physical activities. Okay, the people those who are not doing any work, okay, not doing any work are highly affected with this constipation problem. Understand a few? Understand? So hope you are understood all the points about this constipation. Then next one is vomiting. This vomiting is otherwise called a reverse peristalsis. That means if anyone is affected with this vomiting problem, the contaminated substance and the food materials which are present inside the stomach is flowing back to the esophagus, pharynx and also coming outside through the mouth. This condition is called vomiting. Okay, understand a few? So the reason for this vomiting is, say, eating over amount of food. Okay, eating over amount of food is one of the reason for the vomiting. Understand a few? And this vomiting is controlled or regulated by what center present in the medulla oblongata. Name of the center is called vomit center. Name of the center is called vomit center. Understand a few? The next point about this vomit is this vomit sometimes leads to nausea. Nausea meaning vomiting sensations. Understand a few? So vomit is always called reverse peristalsis. So the affected person, since from the stomach, the food materials, contaminated food, substance, everything are coming back through the mouth. Okay, coming back through the mouth. And this vomiting is controlled by one center present in the medulla oblongata. Name of the center is called vomit center. Understand a few? And it also leads to nausea. Nausea meaning vomiting sensations. Then the next disease is called jaundice. Next disease is called jaundice, and this jaundice disease affecting the liver. Okay, so if the liver is affected with this jaundice, the liver cells unable to break down the hemoglobin molecule present in the RBC. Okay, in the last class I told you the hemoglobin molecules are broken when the RBCs are broken. Okay, when the RBCs are broken, automatically the hemoglobin molecules are break down. Understand? So this leads to releasing two important pigments, bilirubin and biliverdin. Okay, so here if anybody's liver is affected, the hemoglobin molecules are not break down properly. Okay, as a result, more amount of these waste materials are deposited inside the body. So it leads to changes in the color of the body, color of the skin, color of the nails, color of the eyes are changed into yellow color. Color of the body is changed into yellow color. Understand a few? And so one of the reason for this jaundice is hepatitis virus infection. Okay, so hepatitis virus infection also one of the reason for this jaundice. Okay, so hope you all understood all the points about this jaundice. The next disease is liver cirrhosis. Liver cirrhosis. The liver cirrhosis meaning destruction in the liver cells. Destruction of liver cell is called liver cirrhosis. Understand a few? And if anyone is affected with this liver cirrhosis disease, in their body, the blood vessels are in abnormal conditions. Okay, and the bile ducts also in abnormal conditions. So it leads to the formation of fibrosis. Understand a few? And this liver cirrhosis is also known as scarred liver. Liver cirrhosis is also known as scarred liver. And the reason for this liver cirrhosis is infection, poison, alcohol, overconsumption of alcohol. So these are the reason for this liver cirrhosis. So dear students, once again repeat all the points about this liver cirrhosis. The reason for the liver cirrhosis is destruction or destroying of liver cells. Okay, so if the liver cells are continuously destroying their body, automatically it leads to the abnormal blood vessels, abnormal bile duct. Understand a few? Understand? And this disease leads to the formation of fibrosis, and this disease is also known as scarred liver, and the reason for this disease is infection, poison and alcohol consumption. Hope you are understood. The next disease is called gallstone. Okay, next disease is called gallstone. Gallstone meaning alteration in the component of bile leads to this gallstone. Okay, if any changes or alteration occur in the composition of the bile, this leads to this gallstone. Okay, so if anybody's bile, the components of the bile is changed or altered, some stone-like appearance are formed inside the gallbladder. Some stone-like structures are formed inside the gallbladder. And maximum these stones are formed due to the crystallized cholesterol. Okay, crystallized formed cholesterol is the major reason for the formation of stone inside the gallbladder. Understand a few? And if anyone is affected with this gallstone problem, it will block, these stones block the cystic duct and hepatic duct. Cystic duct and hepatic ducts are blocked. Understand? Then the symptoms, pain and pancreatitis. Okay, pancreatitis means that this is affecting the pancreas. So these are the symptoms of this gallstone. Okay, then the last disease, appendicitis. Okay, appendicitis meaning inflammation in the vermiform appendix. Inflammation in the vermiform appendix. Already we have studied in the large intestine, a small finger-like projection is there. Name of this projection or tube-like projection is there. This tube-like projection is called vermiform appendix. Understand? So if any inflammations occur in this vermiform appendix, it leads to one disease. That disease name is called appendicitis. Understand a few? Understand? And the major symptoms of this appendicitis is abdominal pain. Abdominal pain. Okay? So, here the treatment of this appendicitis is the removal of the affected appendix from the digestive system. Okay? By surgery. Okay? By doing surgery, the affected appendix is removed from the digestive system. This is the one and only treatment. Okay, and the last points about this appendicitis is if you didn't give proper treatment to this disease, sometimes this infected appendix may rupture and the infection spread to the abdominal region also. Okay, so this condition is called peritonitis. This condition is called peritonitis. Understand? So peritonitis is a 2 mark question. Peritonitis means if proper treatment is not given to the appendicitis problem, the appendix may rupture and the infection is spreading to the abdominal region. This condition is called peritonitis. Understand, my dear students? So dear students, so today we have completed 2 important topics. First we studied about the caloric value of major food items. Then we studied about the nutritional diseases and digestive system disorders. Understand a few? So dear students, hope you all enjoyed today's class. The remaining portion we will study in the next class. Okay? Thank you. We will meet in the next class.